Hi, this is Sukant, and you're watching me on Cineblues.
Hi
Good
friends,
afternoon to you all. Sorry.
this is Awan here, and today we have one of the very amazing actor and actor par excellence with us on the podium of Cineblues. I'm glad to welcome Sukant Goel onto our conversation. So Sukant is starring in the upcoming film Kaisi Yeh Paheli, which is directed by Ananya Brata Chakraborty. He's a first timer, and the film has made many rounds in many international film festivals, including the New York Film Festival some time back. And we'll be speaking a lot about this film with Sukant. But let me tell you that Sukant is personally one of my favorite actors, and his characters that he has played over the past, he has left an indelible mark in our minds. So it was his characters and the way he enacts them. It goes beyond the innocent exterior of this person. His character in Kalapani had left me totally unnerved, and his role as a creepy manager, bank manager in Dibakar Banerjee's Sandeep or Pinky Farrar had totally left me unnerved. So, going by that, Sukant, I would like to know what attracted you to play Uttam, who plays a police officer, a cop in Ananya Prata's Kaisi Ye Paheli.
Um, the nature of relationship he had was intriguing with his mother, with he loves, with his boss, with the town, with his past, with his father.
Hmm.
I find all those the nature of those relationships very curious,
Okay.
and uh, 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 it's it's far away from me. But there's
Yeah.
still a lot of me which I can connect with in terms of the the gap in understanding between two human beings, between me and the person I have a relationship with. And I
Right.
thought that gap was explored very interestingly in the script. It was very intriguing. I couldn't quite understand,
Huh.
and that attracted me.
Hmm.
That especially the mother and son equation in the film, which was very, very intriguing. I thought, I don't know how to do this. And I think that draws me.
Right, right. Yeah, exactly. As in the kind of relationship that is being shown in the film between the son and the mother is
Mother.
very unconventional. You have a lot of
Yeah.
cynicism and resentment against her due to some incident in the
Yes.
past, and it
Right.
is the kind of dynamics is very rare.
Yeah.
It leaves you with this, it kind of stings you, and also leaves with a kind of unsettling reaction. It's not
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
comforting.
No,
So
no. I was also like, why is he behaving like this with her? What is this? It is so like, what is this is bad. It is challenging my conditioning
yeah. So was it
of
easy for
how,
you to
yeah.
play that particular part, Sukant? Was it easy for you? Because I think for a character, it requires some kind of conditioning to go into that mind space. I want to know from you.
I think Ananya was very helpful in that sense that
Okay.
we spoke a lot about it
Uh-huh.
and why he wrote the film and where is it coming from personally. And I think the understanding of the relationship and the scenes was the difficult part. Then performing becomes then it's about translating that. So I'm not saying that is the more difficult part. I think the understanding is the more difficult part and the more time-taking process and the more indulgent process.
Right.
Once that happened, and I'm not saying I could understand it completely, which is
Uh,
good, I feel. If
uh,
I feel I understand something completely, I feel that it will become boring
uh,
uh, to do and to watch
right.
unless there are gaps in my understanding and what's being performed.
Hmm.
I feel it's not dynamic. The audience is not filling in gaps. I'm giving them everything. Uh,
So it's a kind of
s-
exploration of the character while you
Absolutely.
enact him.
And of every individual scene, what is happening in this scene?
Right. Uh,
What is he trying to do? What does he want? And the behavior which he chooses or which he's compelled to put on to get
hmm,
what he wants.
hmm,
That is an exploration always in a scene.
hmm.
And because the nature of this relationship is so unconventional, it becomes even more interesting
Right.
to try out in performance. But Ananya was a great help because
Yeah.
he was kind of very clear or allowed enough gap
Mm.
between what I'm doing and what he wanted for
Mm.
things to, move and be dynamic.
Right, right. Because in the film we see that Uttam as a person or as a cop is very he's well-mannered, he's sober on the exterior,
Yeah,
but deep down there is a lot of conflict with him. He's very conflicted when it comes to his relationship with his mother.
yeah.
So yeah, so that is the part I think.
Yeah, but that's fun, it's fun to break that convention and play that,
Yeah.
it's because it challenges you when you're watching it. You don't like him in that moment. Why is
Hmm.
he behaving like this? She seems to be so motherly, and why is he
Right,
being so rude,
right.
and insulting, not just rude.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
and then as an actor to play that is fun because, I know in this scene I have to insult her, so how am I going to play insulting? That becomes my job, and I enjoy that because it's even as actors to receive that, somebody's
Hmm.
playing the mother, knows that this is my son, and you believe it in that moment.
Yeah,
You will feel something as a woman, as
yeah.
Sadhana ji
Ah,
at 60, 60 plus, that why is this boy talking to me like this? And I could sense that she would feel that even
yeah,
while reading the script, that this hurt.
yeah.
So that's good. That's fun.
And how was it working with her? Like Sadhana ji, she's been in the industry for a long time, as in she's a
A
veteran.
long time. It
Yeah,
was it was great. It was great fun. For to live for 25 days in Sikkim for such a long time, get to know
yeah.
the person a little bit, and she's a beautiful woman, and she's very young at heart.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to enjoy jokes. She has a lot to talk about from her past, which
Okay.
is so interesting to hear because when you hear people, veterans, talk about their journeys and how it used to be, you
Mm.
see the movement of things in the industry. You see a narrative, and it's very interesting. And to kind of forge a relationship and find the
Mm.
best possible scenario to work with her,
Right.
and to find ways of negotiation which she had to do with me or I had to do with her, was very interesting. It was very active. It never
Okay.
became boring.
Yeah. And also about the place, Sukant, like that you have shot in Sikkim. We see it as Sotipur, but yeah, that place was
Yeah,
actually. So did that
Ravangala.
place had something to do with you? I think you are from Dehradun, right? As in you grew up in Dehradun.
I did 10 years of my school in Dehradun.
Right.
I
So that
am
is also
definitely
a
a
hill
mountain.
station kind
Yeah,
of place. So
I'm
did
a
that connect help you? As in, did that connect with you that place because you had upbringing there in Dehradun, and also now that you are shooting in this place, that did it
Awan.
resonate with you? Yeah.
Honestly, that was the first thing that attracted me to the film is that it's going to be shot in Sikkim, in the
Yeah.
mountains, where
Okay.
it'll be cold and I could probably see the Kanchenjunga, if not for 25 days, even for 5 days in the morning, if I can see the Kanchenjunga and shoot in 1 degree, 2 degree temperature where you don't sweat, where you can wear good woolen clothes
Yeah.
and
Okay.
just act. It's a great joy. In Bombay, it's so sweaty when you perform. There are anacondas and ACs and there's
Huh.
dabs and all that.
Yeah.
There was no need for any dabs, nothing, no final checks,
So
none
you
of
could
that.
actually view Kanchenjunga from there, is it? Okay.
Yes, from my room, I'd wake up every morning at 4,
Hmm.
4:30 just to see if any light is falling on a clear Kanchenjunga sky.
Huh.
And maybe I saw it like for 7 days out of 25 properly, but it was totally worth it. And being in the mist, shooting in cold weather where you don't sweat, you can walk as much as you want. I've walked so
Right.
much in the mountains in my life that
Great.
mountains always feel like home. So for me, it
Yeah.
was like this was the primary reason, then the story and all of that.
And just to connect with like the previous, like which happened probably a decade ago, Kapoor and
Yeah.
Sons, that was also a hill station. Like that
Yes, it was
motivated
Kunur.
people to
Yeah.
visit Kunur.
Yeah.
The
Well,
The Makivar
that's
cottage and all
correct.
those
Correct.
things. So
Yeah. That's a victory of Kapoor and Sons and Shakun's vision and Dharma's vision. So it's kudos to them that people think Kunur is now a visitable place. It always was. It's a beautiful hill town.
yeah.
But Sikkim is my favorite state
Okay.
in the country right now to go to and relax in the mountains.
Oh,
So I was
fantastic.
delighted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the food, the people. I just love Sikkim.
And coming to the characters that you love, as in, is there a particular reason why you love these conflicted characters? Not just conflicted, but they are kind of like, as I said during my introduction, like playing creepy characters, like very twisted characters, like all your characters like that I have been seeing apart, other than except Kapoor and Sons, which was a very hunky dory kind of relationship that you had with the character with
Yeah,
Arjun in the film.
yeah,
Other than that, all your characters, like let's take for account Monica, oh my darling, in that, and
yeah,
also Sandeep or Pinky Farrar. Let's
yeah,
say, I think you played Chittaranjan, right, in Kalapani.
yeah, yeah.
All
Chiranjeevi, yeah,
those, not Chittaranjan.
yeah.
Chittaranjan acted with you. Sorry,
Is in a film, yeah,
that Giri. Sorry, Chiranjeev in in Kalapani. All these
yeah.
characters, they are quite dark and twisty, creepy. Like, is there a particular fetish to play those characters, Sukant?
No, no, no such thing. I think it's not always been my effort that has got me these parts.
Okay.
It's also the directors looking at me for something like this, or the cast and directors feeling that I should look at this part and try and do something with it. And like you said, it's not so much a fetish. I think the fetish is human nature, and to discover that and to find the dirt and the darkness within me and correlate it to anyone. I mean, at the end of the day, Chiranjeevi is trying to make a life. He's
Yeah.
trying to do business.
Yes.
Sure, he's stealing eggs on the side, but
Huh.
we're all doing little robberies every day. We're all cutting corners, and if we were put in that situation, who knows what we would do.
Hmm.
And I find that very interesting. And also, you understand people and their problems when you look at these characters. And at the end of the day, he suffers from guilt. And
Yes.
we know guilt. Everyone knows guilt. So we all feel guilty about something we have done to somebody in our lives. So at the end of the day, it's what is the human trait, the fear, the loss, the ambition that that
Hmm.
character is suffering from. And if it is very interestingly etched in the script, then it becomes even more interesting to perform. And as a
Right.
viewer, you feel like, oh, okay, he likes to do these characters, but it's no such thing. I mean, I love to do anything that has human quality to it, and because that makes me discover people, know myself better, and entertain you at the end
Hmm.
of the day. So it's not always been my choice that has landed me these things. But given a choice, if I look back, I would have taken these things anyway.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
So,
and that's why Kaisi Yeh Paheli is a bit like I'm allowed to be silent for a long time.
yeah,
Like he's silent
understated.
until he
Yeah, he's
speaks,
silent,
understated.
understated. Yeah,
He
right.
doesn't reveal. He
Is
he's only
into
only
himself.
sometimes behavior. Yeah, yeah. So I wanted to do something like that also, and
Okay.
uh, he's normal. He wants love. He wants respect. He wants recognition for what he's worth. At the end of the day, that's what we all want.
Right.
So it's just a
So,
different.
since you played these characters in the past, like Monica or Kalapani, and so was that in your first, that did it come naturally in your first instinct when you read the script, or when Ananya Brother told you about Uttam, that yes, then you might have thought, "Okay, okay, I will play this character. I am the right person for this character to play." Did it come to you naturally as an instinct, or
No,
it did not?
no. No, I think nothing comes to me instinctively like that. I am always ready to run away from a new project. I'm always very scared to start it. I feel like I
Okay.
can't do it. I don't know anything about it. I will fail tremendously.
Hmm.
That is always where I start. So, and I think a lot of people pull you into it. Like there's a director, there are co-actors, there's so many people who make the character that you think you have made finally on your own.
Hmm. Hmm.
The framing, the DOP is making your character. Uh, and so I can never feel confident about taking credit for what you finally see as the character.
Hmm.
There's so much to it that is going on in your support in one single frame. You don't even know which is helping you. Sure, you're trying to be honest in the moment of
Yeah.
trying to deliver what the scene wants, but that's really the most you can do.
Yeah.
So instinctively, no. I just, like I said, the first question was what
Hmm.
attracted me to it was the nature of relationships of this guy, and I saw him as somebody who's really struggling,
Yeah.
who's depressed, who doesn't know how to get out of this. and therefore exudes very unsettling behavior.
Yes.
So that was interesting, and I thought, okay, let's try it. I did not see myself as the perfect fit for it,
Oh, okay.
or I am made for this.
ऐसा नहीं
ऐसा ख्याल बिल्कुल नहीं आया. Yeah, it
है.
took a lot from Ananya to understand
Okay.
what's going on here. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. And like how was it working with Rajit Kapoor and Chittaranjan sir?
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. So Rajit, I call him Raju, because
Okay.
we know each other from theater. I worked a lot under him as a director in
Oh,
theater, as a producer, as a co-actor. This
okay.
was the first time we worked in film together, and I was very excited.
Hmm.
In fact, he called me to say, "You're doing this?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." And I hope that kind of put the final nail in the coffin for him to agree to do the film as well.
Okay.
So I love him. I respect him dearly. He's been very kind to me in my life, and there's a lot to learn from him. And it was just a joy to work with him. With the Giri sir also, it was great fun because
Yeah. Yeah,
we
that
talk
shows on
so
the screen
much.
also. So,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
especially
and
when there are three of you in the same frame,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. We had a good, and I was the junior most, so I would like play it kind of cleverly, let
uh,
them talk, suggest, and I would
yeah,
come in with one little thing, and also because they're so experienced, so it's
uh,
fun to. And I'm a junior cop, so it kind of became that. Like I
right,
became the junior cop, and we took these little trips on a holiday together, and I'm with these like really 50, 60-year-old guys, and I'm having a great time, and they have so much to talk about their NSD days, and
yeah,
Raju
right,
has so much to talk about his, Vijay Bhai and all this theater and Shyam Benegal and he and so.
okay,
But it's enriching, it's great fun, and there was no like I'm senior and this that ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
uh,
So you have fun. You can take their case also. You can pull their leg.
okay, fantastic.
हाँ, उनके फंबल पे आप हंस सकते हो. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
Lovely. So, my last question, Sukant. So,
Yeah,
you did a lot of theater, and you have been doing also. So, I think you worked extensively with Gaganji also.
yeah,
I was reading one of your piece somewhere. It came earlier in Mumbai, some Mumbai theater site. I was reading
yeah,
upon that. So, do you personally feel that theater experience, working in theater, grounds you as an actor? It glosses your craft as an actor.
yeah. All of that and more. For me, theater is my grounding. It's my life lesson. It has
Okay.
made me what I am today. Reading the writers that I've read, performing the writers, working with the directors and actors in the limited economical, logistical offerings of our modern theater, of Bombay theater. It has been the most important part of my life. My understanding, whatever it is, craft, etc., has come from there. I can never feel that that had any little contribution to
Hmm.
what I know or what I'm trying to discover.
Hmm.
All these people, you name like Gagan, there's so many who I can name, and every time you start work, the smallest of performance can inspire you. The newest of people on stage can do a little thing which they don't even know what they've done, and you as a
Right.
witness after doing it for 15, 16 years can feel like, wow,
Okay.
that's this the simplicity of that can hit you and feel every time before you enter stage, there is a little fear that you can never know what's going to happen. So don't be so confident
Hmm.
because the stage will make you fall on your face like this.
Hmm.
And with OTT and with cinema and actors have a lot of like film work going on right now. Back in the day, it was not that much.
Right.
There were not so much content. So now you get on the road, some people know you, some people recognize you who like the content you're doing, etc. It could be so many things. And you start feeling, wow, I'm so good, yeah.
Yeah.
People like me.
Ah.
But you do a new play and you feel like you don't know shit, just get back. And this is something, this is not my words, these are words by another actor, Shiti Jog.
Hmm.
She said it in an interview that one must keep coming back to
Right.
theater to understand that you don't know anything,
Ah. Ah,
and and the live electricity of it, and
ah.
the absolute chance of failure and passage at the same time is
Right.
so delightful. And yeah, it's But I don't want to compare the mediums. I love cinema. I love performing for camera. I love watching films. I
Hmm.
love the ideas that films can bring about, the experimentation people have done with cinema in different parts of the world. But yeah, theater is my home.
And what about working with new director like Ananya Batra is the
I love it.
first time director. I think
Yeah,
Shakun
I
was
love it.
also relatively new when you
Yeah,
worked with
it was
him.
his second film. It was his
So
second film.
second film. So yeah. So is that
I like it. I've done another film with this director called Shishir Jha, who made Tortoise Under the Earth, which was a docu-fiction, which was a beautiful film. And I've done a film with him which is not out yet. The Earth Was Made for Lovers, highly experimental.
okay?
Feature film, no script. We improvise the dialogue, two actors only feature,
Hmm.
20 days. And I feel like I really enjoyed with new director. I've done like 4 or 5 short films this year.
Yeah, yeah,
And
right.
it's because the ideas are so fresh and there's so much scope to
Hmm.
try. They're trying to break some vision, they're trying to tell their own stories. And I feel like if I can be part of their journey and if they
Yeah,
go on to become important voices, then I'll be very happy and proud to have been part of that journey
right.
and have contributed to that. Which is not to say I don't want to work with big directors or directors
Hmm.
who are established and have done wonderful work who I admire, but there's something about new directors. Something. It's a tightrope. Like it's tricky. You just have to catch the vibe and say, I'm going to surrender to this person. I can.
Okay, okay. So that eventually happens, like the surrender part that actually happens between a director and an
Well,
actor.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I've been able to be with directors who I've been able to surrender completely to. Either
Okay,
I've been lucky or that's how I work, or the two together have aligned and
okay.
a short film I was doing. Who is the worst director you've worked with? What is the worst experience you had in film? And I thought for 10 minutes and I couldn't for the life of me think of anyone because I
Okay,
thought that I've been very lucky,
yeah.
just very lucky. And I'm thankful.
Like you mentioned, is there any film which is coming in some time, recent time of
Well, there is Bandar by Anurag Kashyap,
yeah,
which,
exactly. That is what, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That is
it
what we're
premiered
looking
at
for.
TIFF. I'm
Yeah.
also looking forward to that. I feel it's a film that he really wanted to make.
With the caption
As
"Monkey in a Cage."
yes, yes, as the person it was very interesting to shoot that, and
Yeah.
I hope that sees the light of day in cinemas. I really hope because I think that's a film that Anurag Kashyap wanted to make.
That's great. I think that collaboration happened with in Shaitan. I think he was something to do with Anurag
He was
Kashyap was
producer. Yeah,
producer.
I
Yeah, right.
worked on Dobara with him,
Dobara
and
also, right?
we were supposed to do, of course, Maximum City
Ah,
as
that
a
didn't happen. That
that
project.
hasn't happened. Yeah, but I'm sure we'll do more work. I keep telling him do a gangster film with me.
Well, that was lovely talking to you, and I wish
Thank
you
you.
all the best, Sukant, for all your future
Pleasure.
endeavors and theater. And I'm
Thank
sure
you.
Kaisi Yeh Paheli will be viewed very, discerningly by the audience.
Thank you.
It was lovely
Thank you
talking
so
to you.
much, Avan. Pleasure talking to you too.
Pleasure talking to you. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Wonderful day. Bye.